All right, shalom, shalom. Back out here again another week to bring out this this truth, man. You know, constantly doing the work, being persistent. You know, prophecies jumping off. You know, hey, we got to stay bringing it out, man. You know, a lot going on in the news, as it always is. But you know, you got this devil coming down, man. You know, making all kind of restrictions, whether it be on a physical level or on a you know, speech. But you know, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Giving double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity.
That's right.
So you know, we back again, man, and we just gonna bring it out.
I got it. This is Revelation 19:9. It says, and he said unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High.
All right. So
this is Revelation 19:9. And he said unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb.
God, and you know, that's the elect, man. Those are the people that's gonna be called to the marriage supper of the Lamb. The people that's being vigilant. The brothers that's bringing this truth out. You know, the brothers that's bringing out prophecy. You know, doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and letting the people know, letting the elect know, man. You know.
Continuing it says, and he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
And this is John speaking to the angel. And you know, and the angel called him a brother. You know, so that lets you know that hey, we are one with the angels, man. They're our brothers. But the main point, man, you know, we got to stay engulfed in this prophecy. You know, that's the main thing that we have to do. Let forewarn the people, man.
Right.
You know, our main goal, our main duty is to prophesy, to bring this word out, man.
I got a precept for you. Ezekiel 33. We'll start at 2. Ezekiel 33:2, just going into what you were saying about warning the people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's our main job. You know? And for you to warn the people, you gotta stay on your watch. If you ain't on your watch, why the fuck you warn everybody, right? This is Ezekiel 33:2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
And that's our duty, man. And you can relate this to military. You know, all throughout. Hey, you got 24-hour watch in the military. What are you watching for, man? You being vigilant for the enemy.
That's right.
And for anything that's gonna cause problems, man, troubles or whatever. You know.
Well, you got different horns. Like you got different horns for when battle. You got battle cry horns, right? Do 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 do. You know what I'm saying?
This let you know what's going on.
Right.
You know.
Right. So we're the mouthpiece, as the brother said. We're the trumpet for the Heavenly Father on the right hand side. Lord willing, I don't want Ratazah. All right, that we're able to sound his horn. All right, for the elect to come up into this battle. Because, like I was saying, I was doing a lesson earlier. When you clicked on the video, okay, when you started watching these Hebrews like videos, you entered into a war, as the elders and apostles always say. You entered into a war, man. You don't realize that your enemy is looking at you. All right, he knows all your deepest, well, not all your deepest, but he knows a lot about you. Okay, he knows your digital footprint. He knows everything about you, right? All All right, he got your birth certificate. He got everything on file on you, right? So when you entered into this war, he's going to use personal things against you. You know what I'm saying? To try to coerce you to stay back in the world, right? But the watchman is supposed to warn when the enemy come in, like you saying, brother. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
And that's going to be the 2/3, man. The people that are not listening to this warning, coming up against this truth. And you're going to have some so-called Israelites that, you know, Jake that know they're Israelites, they really going to catch it. You know, Jakes that not keeping sound doctrine, going off, not telling the people what the MOTB is, man. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a main prophecy.
That's right.
That's coming.
That's right. Continuing, it says, this is Ezekiel 33:5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
And that's the elect. The elect is going to hear the message, take heed to the message, and look at the warnings. You know, World War III is on the brink. You know, and it's constantly in the news. You know, you still got people out here that don't believe that America is Babylon the Great, man. You know, this is a land of confusion. They push the alphabet agenda. Mm-hmm. You know, pushing kids. You know, they cut off the rods.
Yeah, you might want to slow down. They took one of my videos down, gave me no warning, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was probably about that. I didn't even name anything about that topic. You know?
But that lets you know you're doing something right, man.
Yeah.
You know, everything this devil does goes against what Yahweh Shem Shai has established, man.
That's right.
You know, it's nothing right about doing it.
That's right.
You know, but this devil claims to be a God-fearing person.
Yeah.
Christianity. And those are those are the worst people.
That's right.
Hey, man, this devil got to go, man.
Right.
Devil got to go.
It says, verse 6, Ezekiel 33:6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
If you don't warn the people of what's going on, then you got to, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to destroy you as the prophet, so to speak. So we can't hold back the sword, man. No matter what it is, we got to bring it out.
Right.
You know, if it's pertaining to prophecy. We can't be out here saying that Yahweh Shem Shai loves everybody. You know, not one of the people of the MOTB, man.
Right.
The MOTB is sin. The image is white Jesus.
Right.
As a whole, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you got people out here that's professing this, man, and they going on.
Right. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, what I shall answer when I am reproved.
So hey, we ought to sit back, be vigilant, and watch what Yahweh Shem Shai is revealing. You know, we can't be with a blind eye, man. We gotta constantly be looking at the news, staying up on current events, paying attention to national news, right. World news, man.
Right.
You know, the things that people in the world don't do.
That's right.
They have no clue of what's coming to them, man.
That's right.
They blinded.
That's right.
So we
got an article actually that goes into the current thing that's going on right now, where Esau is trying to pass a bill, or he's passing many bills. Okay, because many brothers know about the Patriot Act. All right, but then you got other bills that are being passed right now, which is one bill called Section 230. Within that certain bill is going into them basically invoking that if you speak a speech that they disagree with, right, that they can go ahead and unplug you from the internet or unplug the internet altogether. Okay. Go ahead with the article.
This article by way of CNBC. It says how the Supreme Court can soon change free speech on the internet. And
Yeah. Start from the top. You got time.
all right, it says when Elon Musk announced his offer to buy Twitter.
Read the title.
Yeah,
Oh, you did? Okay, my bad. my bad. I didn't catch you.
I do. All right, this article by way of CNBC. It says how the Supreme Court can soon change free speech on the internet.
That's right. So the Supreme Court can soon. Well, it's not going soon. It's right now, actually. All right. Right now, they're looking to pass laws. Okay. Because they didn't realize, well, when they passed these certain laws now, they're starting to call them outdated, right? So they're saying, all right, because of speech online, which how the fuck do you regulate online speech when the entire world has online? Okay, how the hell do you say, oh, you can't say this type of speech, but I'm not in your jurisdiction, right? Now we're within the jurisdiction of America, Babylon the Great, but how do you say to someone who's over in Tanzania, right? might curse this place out. What you gonna say? But see, now they're gonna try to use the social media platform itself to try to regulate it. They do the dirty work for themselves.
Just like you got a strike.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. You know what I mean?
So
it says when Elon Musk announced his offer to buy Twitter for more than $40 billion, he told the public his vision for the social media site was to make sure it's an inclusive arena for free speech.
see, you gotta understand there's double speak that the devil uses. See, the devil uses a term called double speak, right? So he's gonna speak on both sides of his mouth. On one side of the mouth, right, he's gonna use a person like Elon Musk, right, who's presented as the right winger, right? Which you gotta understand, there's two wings to the same bird, right? All right, the same devilish bird. So the right winger, right, he's gonna try to promote free speech and try to promote you know what I'm saying, you being able to have freedom. Okay, but then you have the left wing, right, which they're promoting censorship, right? And it's all a part of the same system. They're all looking to try to shut down this truth. That's what they really are really after. They don't care nothing about you showing your dog on the internet or you professing your love for Jesus Christ, man. They don't care nothing about all that. Okay, they're well past Jesus Christ at this point. They're looking to try to shut down the Israelites, man. We are the number one topic on the internet, man. The number one topic. All these devils, really, man, that's why they make these videos, man. They envy us, man. They envy that spirit.
And you know that's got to be it because they promote the wickedness.
Yeah, con.
So if it's wicked, it's cool. They'll never take that down. You know,
Baby Daddy Free is still on the internet. Glorilla's hit song, Baby Daddy Free, when she did a song in front of the damn Planned Parenthood, okay, that shit's still on the internet, okay? Throat Baby is still on the internet, okay? That's hate speech, man. Okay, well, not so much Throat Baby, whatever, right? But you get what I'm saying.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X is still on the internet, okay? Tip Drill is still on the internet, okay? But we come out and speak the word and we tell our people the truth. I'm getting a strike on my channel, okay?
Then they promote. You got Jake talking about killing each other.
Yeah.
All day long.
All day long.
You know, that's hate speech.
King Von had a Twitter, okay? I'm sure a lot of you, Jake, saw King Von, that documentary. That guy was a demon. All the way to his end, which Water Yahweh Shema Shah, that nigga had to go, right? But that nigga had a Twitter, he was telling you he was doing. They had the time, date, and the stamp and everything. Nigga out here literally using Twitter as his digital footprint, okay? But you, as an Israelite, you professing your love for Yahweh Shema Shah, that's a step too far. You know?
Trying to get, you know, your people, so to speak,
right,
to be better, man.
Right.
You know, follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah.
Right. Come out of the mindset of the so-called white man. The so-called white man is a destructive being. All right, not only to everyone else, but to himself. If not for anything else, we got to stop him so he don't kill himself. We gonna do that for him. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be erased off the earth because he is destructive to everything, every living being, every living thing he's gonna try to destroy it because he's throwing a tantrum. He's throwing a goddamn tantrum right now because he's getting ready to be pulled out of the power seat like a little child.
You look at some of the countries overseas where this devil has invaded. The before and after pictures. Hey, like I say, man, this devil is a cancer, man.
Sure.
The places that he's been are so deteriorated. You know, hey, man, this devil got to go.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. It says, Musk's actions since closing the deal last year have illuminated how he sees the balanced internet platforms must strike in protecting free expression versus user safety.
Hold that real quick and go to what's that scripture that talks about two horns like a lamb? I think it's 13:10. But like we were stating earlier, all right, this devil is using double speak. He's speaking from both sides of the mouth. All right, so he, on one side of the mouth, he's saying freedom and freedom for all. Okay, the internet should be open. On the other hand, he's saying censorship, and it's all controlled by the same entity. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right, go back and watch that movie Iron Man 2, or is it Iron Man 3? Okay, go back and watch that movie Iron Man 3. That's exactly how Esau rules his rulership. Okay, he uses a paid actor. Okay, he come out in front of the camera, all right, to show you that he's the evil one. Meanwhile, he's an actor the whole time, and the whole devil, all right, he was a goddamn preppy looking motherfucker. Okay, he was the devil the whole time in the background. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb.
And he had two horns like a lamb. His Democratic and Republican infrastructure, right? He uses this what they call it, a duopoly, right? He uses this system, all right, to control the people. He uses the Republicans and the Democrats to control the people, all right, basically for the same agenda, okay? To keep you in a fucking docile mindset.
And you know these people of Babylon the Great so stupid because these people talk that and they ain't gonna have lunch together.
Right.
Party together, dinner together, man. I mean, hey.
Right. Meanwhile, they passing bills to kill you, basically. What?
It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
That another beast is America, right? So the first beast was Rome. Okay, they had the same system back then. Remember, Rome had the Senate. Okay, they had a Congress back then. All right. Now they had the plebeians and the patricians. Okay, back then. But now today you have the Democrats and the Republicans. It's the same beast. It's just in a different form. Okay, this is the reform beast. This is the beast that came from the first beast, which America, all right, came up out of the Roman system. All right. Now that's why Rome, the architecture, everything is built like Rome.
It says, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
And he spake as a dragon. So read that last part again.
It says, and he had two horns like a lamb.
Like a lamb, right? So what is a lamb known for? A lamb is known for meek and gentle. All right, very meek, humble. Although it could be a little hard-headed. But you know, you get it in line or whatever, he's gonna come back in his senses. That's what a lamb represents, okay? What do they always say? Leading the lamb to the slaughter, right? That's what the scriptures say, right? Okay, a lamb is gonna go willingly, man, but a goat gonna be screaming and kicking the whole time. So the devil, all right, presenting himself as a lamb, is really a goat the whole goddamn time, all right? He's got two horns like a lamb, all right? He's presenting himself as meek and humble, but really, he's what? He speaks as a what?
It said, and he spake as a dragon.
That's right. So he's coming with his draconian laws. Okay, he's coming with his draconian mindset, but he's presenting it as peace and safety. Okay, he's presenting it as a way of life. Okay, to choose this way so you can save you and your family. And that's really a veiled threat when you think about it, right? Don't you want to save your family? Huh? He says that to you with a real low tone. All right, that real smooth, buttery, all right, like, oh, look, man, I'm sure you want to make sure your wife is good.
It's like the same way they did with the jump shot, man. Do it. You don't care about the people around you,
Right.
If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the other people around you.
These are the same people that'll be in the streets marching, all right, for you to delete your children, man. Okay, them the same people that marching with signs saying "My body, my choice." All right, this child didn't have no choice in the matter. You hear me? You did the act to create this child, but now because it's an inconvenience, now you want to go ahead and delete the child, and you want to make a fucking rap song about it.
But then you got, like you say, the people of Babylon the Great so stupid. You don't see this devil knocking your door down to make you take your diabetic medicine. you know.
Right.
So what make one better than the other, man? That let you know it was an agenda, man.
That's right. The whole time, the whole goddamn time, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast,
which is the Romans. All right, the Romans came with the same system, the same mindset, just like now in America. Go ahead.
And causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast,
which is the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
Whose deadly wound was healed.
That's right. During the American, during the Renaissance, is how the first beast was healed. Okay, that's what rebirth. Renaissance means rebirth, man. So there was a rebirth from what? From them being in solitude and being in captivity in them caves, man. All right, we call them Caucasians for a reason, man. All right, their ass was up in the Caucasus Mountains, okay, all right, in the mountains of Jordan, all right, dwelling away, eating out each other's skulls and shit, eating lice off each other.
Growling on all food.
Growling at each other, okay, like complete beast.
And the devil know it. Anytime they show a caveman, it's always an Edomite.
Right.
You ain't never seen no
with a unibrow.
Caveman.
We always got a unibrow too. One tooth. Okay. Hey, the devil's hey man, go back to the article. But he understands, the devil knows that his time is running out. He knows that. But that's why he going hard in the paint. And guess what? Here's the secret. We want him to go hard in the paint. You know why? Because we understand that what comes with him going hard in the paint means that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to raise up a standard. He going to come in as a flood, but the Lord's going to raise up a standard. That's what it says in the scriptures, right? Isaiah 59:19, right? So it don't matter what this devil says or what he does, all right? We want him to rise up. We want him to be pissed off. He's getting more pissed off by the moment because he realized his kingdom is going down, down, down. Guess what, though? The devil knows that he ain't gonna be able to fight what's coming to the earth. That's why he got the sixth branch of the military positioning, okay, which is the Space Force, right? Which was set up by Trump. Go ahead. The sixth Trump.
It says this year, the U.S. justice system, including the Supreme Court, will take on cases that will help determine the bounds of free expression on the internet.
Woo, free expression on the internet. Okay, hold that real quick, brother. Go to Psalms 19, the internet scripture, right? Because this truth right here, all right, the way Esau have you think, right, that the internet was set up for us to just be folly, just complete folly, do whatever you want to do, show your dog pictures, you know what I'm saying? Show your progression from your family, you know what I'm saying? Like when you was young, when you was 2 years old to now when you're 35 or something like that. But the truth, but this internet was actually set up for the truth, man. Okay? Esau is confounded by this truth. So now he's got enemies of the truth set up. Okay, he paid off. He's got these vocab Malone. Okay, he got all these acolytes that's coming out here trying to follow the men of the Lord around. They follow us every goddamn where, man. Okay, we got a weirdo in the background right now, being weird, just sitting in the truck, man. Tinted windows, just sitting right here. Fuck you back here for? But we understand, count the cost. Go ahead.
And the spirit got to be dealing with you, man, to even understand that this is talking about the internet, man.
That's right.
Because you have a bunch of people out here just bugged out. No, that ain't what they're talking about.
What is it talking about? They don't never tell you what they're talking about. But they'll tell you what it ain't.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19. It says, the heavens declare the glory of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
That's right. The firmament right now, the wide web is showing the firmament. It's showing, the World Wide Web is showing the handiwork of Yahweh Shema Shah. How do we know? Well, guess what? Through that firmament, a lot of us woke up. A lot of these men we had never seen a day in our life before, man. Didn't know who they were, nothing. Had nothing in common with them, other than the fact that they were teaching out the Bible. And something clicked in our mind. The spirit woke up and was like, I don't know what they're talking about, but I want to learn more about it. Okay? Some for everlasting salvation and some for everlasting destruction. Go ahead.
It says, day unto day uttereth speech.
Day unto day uttereth speech. Okay? So this speech that we're speaking, we ain't gonna be out here literally every day, all day long. You know, we would love to, but we got jobs. You know, some of us got families, right? So we gotta, after we done with camping, we do a lesson. We gotta turn the video off, go back to, you know, our daily, you know, journey. Okay, through this blasphemous hole named America. All right, and then we gotta endure until the end. Meanwhile, you can turn on the internet any time of the day. No matter what time of the day.
We were talking earlier.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
Right.
It's hard to keep up. Video after video coming out.
Notifications. Hey man, you go on your notifications and you be like, man, you be strolling for the next year. There's a new video, okay? And if you can't find a new video, it's gonna send you recommended. You know? But
God, it says, day unto day uttereth speech, at night unto night showeth knowledge.
Day unto day uttereth speech, right? So just like right now, this video right now is being shot in the day, but at night, somebody could be watching this somewhere around the world right now. Okay? Not to mention if we go live. We don't even gotta go live. Post a video on the what's the name? Somebody in China, okay? Somebody in China can click on this video and guess what? It's gonna be spoken in what? Chinese. Okay? It could be Mandarin. Okay? Any message, and it's gonna go into that. Go ahead.
It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Read that one more time.
It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
What is that? For all you that naysay, what does that mean? Huh? Literally, you could turn on a video, right, on the Daily Motion, YouTube, whatever your platform you might want to watch. Guess what? Whatever country that you're in, you can watch it in that language.
And that's how cold Yahweh Shema Shah is, because it won't be no excuses. Throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Right.
You won't have no excuses.
Right. None at all. We don't got no excuses. That's why we couldn't put this truth off for any longer. We had to do this. Or else.
It says, their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
Ooh, how does your words go to the end of the world? Huh? These are, let's just put on our logical hat here, right? I can't just, I can't shout from here. Maybe it might bounce off the airplane and may take it over to the, you know what I'm saying? But it's not logical.
And it ain't talking about mailing letters either. You know what I'm saying?
What else is it talking about? It's talking about the internet. Which Esau, which back in the article, Esau wants to shut this down for that very fact. Okay, go ahead.
It says, their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them had they set a tabernacle for the sun.
Oh, go ahead.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
Which is Yahweh Shah read.
And rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
Ooh. So that's what we're doing. We're running a race right now. Okay, we're rejoicing as a bridegroom. Like we heard this truth and we was like, you know what I'm saying? Like something clicked in us and we was like, man, this is the truth. Whatever I've been doing my whole life, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Let me change up what I've been doing. Let me change my mindset. Let me learn from these men that clearly the Lord set up. Okay? Because you know before you come in this truth, when you hear these words, you're going to go test it out. That's what you're supposed to do. You're going to go test it out and you're going to say, well, wait a minute. That's true. This is true. That's true. Let me write some of this down. Okay?
And then like most brothers, you know, was seeking anyway.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was you know, that however brothers started out, man. Brothers wanted answers to know why we in the condition that we in. Who are we first and foremost? And hey, when we see that we heard this truth, it clicked. You know, why do y'all about shit out shop, man?
It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. Being black didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you go into Africa, right? If you go into certain areas of Africa, certain countries, you're not gonna be welcome. It's not about skin color at that point.
Hey, you go to the Thai street down the street, and Ham gonna look at you crazy like, what you coming in here for?
Right. Ham gonna gang up on you.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? And guess what though? You know, you start realizing like, but black. But then you go over to India, they don't accept you, and they darker than you in a lot of cases. So it's not about the skin color. Then that's when your logical hat starts, your logical brain start moving. Like, okay, well, obviously it ain't about skin color. That's if you ain't bugged out, right? Because if you bugged out, you bugged out. But logically, then you're gonna start to realize, well, let me look on the internet, okay? Because this guy one time told me that I was an Israelite. Let me look this up real quick. Let me see what they're talking about. And this right here is what Esau's trying to cut out the earth, okay? That's why Esau is going into that article in CNBC, and he's trying to cut that message off at the knees, because he knows that message means that's the end for him. All right, he can't sell that to the masses, okay? And then when you know, whenever you got to respond, you always gonna lose that battle. When you always respond, like you in a boxing match, right? If all you're doing is countering, except if you were Floyd Mayweather, he the best counter I've ever seen in my life. But if you always countering the offensive, bro, you eventually you're gonna get hit.
Take that shot.
You know what I'm saying? And your defense ain't as good as Floyd Mayweather, right? You got to be Floyd Mayweather to get that. You know what I'm saying? To have them counters, right? Good.
All right, it says, his going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof.
Woo! Yeah. Read that one more time.
It says, his going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof.
And what other entity on the earth right now where you can go on and basically watch a King Von, I'm using him as an example. You can go and watch a King Von documentary about this man's entire life down there, okay? And pretty much everything he done did to the point that he, from almost birth until his death. Where else could you do that? Okay? Like the brother said, you can't write a letter. Okay, you could, but you'll be there all day. Who the fuck is gonna read all that? Go ahead.
It says, the law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord Yahweh,
which is the spirit of prophecy, go ahead,
is sure, making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. So eventually the elect is going to come across this truth on the internet at some point, which was written over 2,000 years ago, that they would come into this mindset, wake up, put off the old man, okay, to the best of their ability, put off that old man, and they're going to come into this truth, man, and they're going to embrace it wholeheartedly. They're not going to run from it anymore. Okay, they're going to take that spirit that Jonah had off of him before he went into the whale's mouth, okay? And then when he came out of the whale's mouth, he was on fire until his death. And guess what? Nineveh still fell, okay? And just like this, Nineveh is going to fall too. That's it on that. Go back to the article. So the devil knows that this internet has been set up in a way where it's condemning him. And he knows that he doesn't have a lot of time, so now he's going to get ready to accuse, all right, the men of the Lord. See, this is what the message I was making in the lesson earlier, all right? Brothers, y'all need to understand, it's not going to be fair at all, man. He's going to use tactics that are going to be super unfair. He's going to use your family. You got to be prepared for your mother, all right, to be maybe what the elder Ariala always say. He say, man, anybody that's plugged into the matrix, all right, They're a potential agent, man, and they're to be treated as such. Does that mean you disrespect them? No. Does that mean you talk crazy to them? No. That just means you just keep an eye on them, okay?
And then, you know, with this AI technology, they can pin something on you, take your voice and make it all your face and make it seem like you actually did something, man. Like they did on that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. What was
Total Recall.
Total Recall, man.
Yeah. Even that. Think about what's the rap? Kendrick Lamar. He did a rap video not that long ago, about a year ago. Right. Deep fake. That's what they call it. So they can literally deep fake your face, put it on another tech. You know what I'm saying? And they done perfected it to the point where it's not, when you move to the left and right, man, it's just gonna move with it. You know? So understand, this devil's not gonna play fair, y'all. He gonna come accusing. And that's what you should assume. You should assume that the devil's gonna come accusing you of this and that and this. But can you really be blamed? Okay, because it's the Lord that justifies, right? Go ahead.
It says this year the U.S. justice system, including the Supreme Court, will take on cases that will help determine the bounds of free expression on the internet in ways that could force the hand of Musk and other platform owners who determine what messages get distributed widely.
Forced, that's the point. That's the operative word right there. Forced his hand. They're gonna use language in a way that's gonna coerce him to say, well, if I don't want to have my company fucked with, right? If I don't find it, right? Because they got all kind of, you know, these people be doing all kind of sick shit, man, that nobody sees. That Esau got all types of tapes. Hey, Jeffrey Epstein, it took him to show you. Whenever you came to one of his parties, you better know there was a camera somewhere around.
And then, though Elon Musk is, you know, one of the bigger figures, he still ain't no top. He still ain't nowhere near the elites, man.
Nah.
So if they want to, they can eliminate him too.
He's an errand boy, okay? Just like Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Zuckerberg. Those are all errand boys. Those are the boys that go get my tea, boy. Okay? But y'all look at them like they're rich figures, man. Them boys is low level, man. All right? They ain't really got no juice like that. Now, they are insiders. Okay, they know things. They hear things. They say things. They do secret. I can sit and watch a video all day long of people just doing their hands like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And Jake bad about it. You know, Jake will sit there like, you know, even when just internet Jakes will be doing it. Like, man, you know.
I be sitting there watching them. Like, look, this is how they communicate to each other. You know?
It says the boundaries they will consider include the extent of platforms' responsibility to remove terrorist content.
Listen to the language Esau uses. Okay? Their responsibilities.
And what terrorists? I ain't never seen no terrorist video. Never.
Come on. What is Esau saying right now, man? What is he saying to you? He's saying, although I'm not the government in China, but I am the government of Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I'm the government of YouTube, right? I'm the government of Meta. Okay? That guy's a weirdo, man. You're a weirdo. Anyway, go ahead.
It says the boundaries they will consider include the extent of platforms' responsibility to remove terrorist content and prevent their algorithm from promoting it. Whether social media sites can take down messaging on the basis of a viewpoint, and whether the government can impose online safety standards of some civil society groups. Fear could lead to important resources and messages being stifled to avoid legal liability.
That's how they talk. See, that two horns we went into earlier, right? The two horns, they use the right hand and left hand. Okay, but they all together on the same page. Elon Musk down for this shit, man. Don't let these folk fool y'all. Donald Trump is down for this shit, man. Okay, just like Bill and Hillary Clinton, they all down for it too. They all got it's a one day. George Carlin said it himself, man. It's one big party, man, and you ain't invited.
They're at least using these low-level devils for intel.
Yeah.
You know, that's all they doing, man.
That's all they doing, man. Go ahead.
It says the question of free speech is always more complicated than it looks, said David Brody, managing attorney of the Digital Justice Initiative at the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under the law. There's a freedom there's a freedom to speak freely, but there's also the freedom to be free from harassment, to be free from discrimination. Brody said, whenever the parameters of content moderation get tweaked, people need to consider whose speech gets silenced when that dial gets turned.
Yeah, hold that, go to Isaiah 29 and 15. Because these devils, they're using double speak, right? So they're using, all right, the fact that he's a Republican, Elon Musk, and then you got Alexandria, what's her name? Damn, I can't think of that damn devil name. AOC. Ocasio-Cortez, right? AOC, right? All right, they use her to come out and say, well, we need to have strong censorship. She ain't gonna say censorship. She gonna say, well, we need to have regulation because these people are radicalizing the youth of our community. Okay, so then now we need to do something to, you know what I'm saying, to help the youth. Okay?
But that lets you know, man, this devil is sick. Right. You can go and do various things to your body.
Right.
But, you know, hey, it's wrong to tell you not to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
The person telling them not to do that is the enemy, is the guilty party.
Well, in San Francisco, they're giving housing to people that are hooked on heroin, right? And they're giving them needles and that clean needles and everything, and a house to do it in. So you giving, the government is providing, all right, dangerous drugs, okay, to the homeless. All right, you provide these dangerous drugs for these people, and you give them a home to go in and kill themselves.
That's all they want to do is just eliminate yourself.
But then Jake come out and say, hey, I'm preaching for my people. All right, I'm not doing anything but reading out the Bible, reading an article. But this devil will sit here and
want to compare you to the Klan. Oh, I mean, you ain't never went up in nobody's house, man, drug them out, lynched them, and they crazy like that, man.
I ain't never put no GMO in their foods. I'm not flying chemtrail over your house, okay? I'm not coming in your house and telling you, hey, look, man, if I want to, if Pete down the street, right? If Pete down the street, all right, pedo Pete, right? If you want to holler at your little boy, God damn it, you gonna let him do it. And if you say something to him, I'm gonna throw your ass in jail. Okay? That's the world we in, man.
That was sick, man. And you gotta look who is pushing this agenda. Right. That's how these devils reveal themselves, man. Okay. That lets you know who Esau Edom is, man.
That's right.
The wicked of the earth.
That's right.
Only the wicked will push these agendas like that.
And the men of the Lord were set up to cry about these things. We're supposed to whine unto the Lord. The scriptures say to make the ears of the Heavenly Father heavy, man. Okay?
The souls of the just complain continually.
Man.
But you still got people like, why y'all complain all the time? Hey, man, y'all about shimmy out shot told us to do.
Right.
Good. All right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works in the dark. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us?
That's right. That's what the devil says. In his pride, he says, who seeth us? They don't see that I got AOC and Elon Musk on the same team. They don't see that they having lunch right after they got off TV. They having lunch together. They laughing about it. Okay. They go to the secret chamber down on, because they got a club in Walt Disneyland. I don't know if y'all know Walt Disney World. It's called the 33rd Club. Okay, only the elite can go in there. All right, if you're somebody of a name or a specific title, you can go to the 33rd Club. No one else. Right? They're letting you know through these secret societies, these secret handshakes. Okay, these secret signs that they shoot up. They throw, they hold their hand like this and all that kind of stuff. They're talking to each other.
Just like they talk about pizza all the time.
Pizza, right.
They talking about little kids, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good.
All right, it says, and who knoweth us?
Read it one more time from the top.
It says, Book of Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us?
The prophets of Yahweh Shema Shah see you. Hey, the Lord has given the men. That's why the men of the Lord are likened unto the light, man. Okay, we're shining a light on all your darkness. He don't like that. He don't like that. Matter of fact, he despises it. What do cockroaches do when you turn on the light in the kitchen?
They scramble.
They scramble, right? Like Mike Vick. Go ahead.
It says, and who knoweth us? It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
That's right. So your things of turning upside, the woman over the man, okay, the children over the woman over the man, the GMO in the food, chemtrail in the air, okay, fucking pollution every goddamn where. You can't go anywhere. I don't think we've ever breathed a day of clean air in our life, man. We're gonna lose our mind in the kingdom, man. You go to New York City, you get off the bus or the plane, okay, or the boat, and it smells like complete urine. My entire city smells like urine.
Trash.
Crazy, you know? Go ahead.
It says, for shall the work, so like it says, for shall the work say unto him that made it, he made me not?
Oh, that's what the devil says, man. The devil says the Most High got it all wrong. You got it all wrong. You created this wrong. See this little boy? I know he was born a little boy.
See.
But he doesn't feel like a little boy. He's inside of the body of a little boy, but really, he's a girl.
See.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, or not, so like it says, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
How the hell do you tell something that created you, you ain't got no understanding? What the fuck? But that's the so-called white man in a nutshell.
Just like that devil, oh man, I forgot his name, the one that said, we better than God. You know, we can make our own water.
My man, Noah Harari.
Oh, that's a devil, man.
So-called Jew, man. Noah Harari, man. Hold that on there to go to, what do I want you to go? Go to Psalm 64. Start at 2. Because this devil is trying to, he's using his counsel, okay? He tries to hide in secrecy, all right, in plain sight. He uses different things to try to trick you. It's really witchcraft. That's all it really is, okay? We said the word doublespeak, but really, he's using witchcraft. That's all it is. He's a complete witch on the left-hand side, man, all right? And he uses all these different tactics. He uses people that he done paid off a long, long time ago, okay? And he brings them back into the forefront, all right? He'll go get Jake out of jail. Go, what's the movie? The one about Fred Hampton, all right?
Look how they did your boy Meek Mill.
Yeah.
They brought him out of jail and propped him up. Now he hanging out with Robert Kraft,
right.
being a little monkey for him. You know, ain't no telling what they doing to Jake.
Ain't no telling what they doing, right? Cuz. Go ahead, bro.
All right, cuz. It's a lot. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64. Let me start from the top or 2. Okay, come on. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Because they are having secret councils. Despite what they say, they call themselves the Illuminati, right? What does Illuminati mean? All right, it means illuminated. It means the enlightened ones, right? When you go into the understanding of it. All right, these people think that they're enlightened, but really they're enlightened in darkness. All right, they use these secret councils to seek out everything to know about you. See, they want to use coercive tactics, like we read, where they was like, well, we can't necessarily rule over the people of Cambodia, but what we can do is we can rule over the entity that's in Cambodia, meaning Meta. We can rule over YouTube and say, YouTube, you better do this, all right? Restrict that type of speech because I don't like it. It hurts my feelings, right? And that's what they're going to get ready to come in. And they're going to, as they're doing that, they're going to use the tactic of accusing us as terrorists.
And we just in the beginning stages, man.
Right. But Jay can't see it because he's blind.
All right, God, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity,
Read.
who whet their tongue like a sword.
This what this is a part of his sword. See, this is why we always tell you when we go into the prophecy, all right, in Genesis 27:41, where he talks about Isaac gave the blessing unto Esau, all right, and he would rule the world, all right, and he would rule it by the sword, okay. That doesn't necessarily mean just by weaponry, all right. His tongue is a sword as well, okay. He's gonna use all type of witchcraft. He's gonna speak things, ill wills of your name, okay. He already calls us black. That's a dangerous word, man. Okay, black means void of light, man. All right, he calls us Negroes, Negroids. Okay, Latina. What the fuck is a Latin? What is that? That's a language. That's not a people, right? Okay, Native American. What the fuck is that?
Jamaican.
These are bywords, man. What the fuck is a Puerto Rican? What is that? That's some shit he made up out of his ass. Okay, that's a social construct, man. Black and white is a social construct created in the mind of the so-called white man, which we know him as the biblical Edomites, man. That's his actual biblical name, man. Okay, we call you Edomites because that's what you are. You are a crooked, wicked soul that the Heavenly Father is going to erase eventually after 1,000 years of slavery, which you deserve by the ass. Go ahead.
It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
And you shoot your bitter words, like, how do you do that? Well, we're going into this article where this is how he shoots his bitter words. He's using it in the form of passing bills, passing laws, okay?
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot him and fear not.
That's what he's in. That's a spirit of pride right there. That's the spirit of pride that the devil has on him, where he feels that he can say whatever he wants, but as long as he says it in a nice, bubbly way, where he's like, well, you know, I want to help the black community. He's spitting on you when he says that. Hey, watch Joe Biden. What did Joe Biden say to that fucking coon Charlemagne the God? Huh? That buck dancing, buck teeth ass nigga, man. All right? That nigga right there, he said, look, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
And he ain't saying that.
He ain't saying a goddamn thing. Okay? Because he's a buck dancing, boot licking coon, man.
Now, you know they don't do that thing.
Oh my goodness, man. They don't ran a G on that guy.
Broke him like
They don't ran a G on that guy. I don't even want to think about it. You imagine the videos and
stuff they got on him. You know? Hey man, yeah, you better not say this or we gonna release this.
Right? And that case gonna start back up, just like they did with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby thought it was all good. It's been 30 years. No. Okay? You don't listen to this script. You don't read this script that we gave you. Guess what? We're gonna bring this out and then we're gonna prosecute you for it.
Hey, Jamie Foxx, he must have did something.
Come on now.
He must have said something wrong.
Come on now.
He did something. Jacob was almost out of here. He might still be out of here. Ain't nobody seen him. They said they had to revive him like twice.
Hey, they told Jamie, they were like, look, man, we done gave you all these nice movies. We done gave you your own TV show. Okay, we even gave you a white woman. Okay, we gave you Tom Cruise ex, man. Not everybody can get Tom Cruise ex. You know what I'm saying? Now you gonna tell me you want to go out here and you want to talk shit? What it was is he probably, I'm speculating, but he probably done said the wrong thing to somebody, okay, and he didn't realize that motherfucker had a small hat. That's what that was, right?
Then Jake, he was doing the movies for Netflix, and they had that mandatory where you had to take that, you know what I'm saying? So Jake, either way, he sold out.
All of them.
Your favorite entertainer, even Denzel. Hold up, man. They sold out, man. And if they don't do what that devil tell them to do, they gonna make a public example out of them.
That's right.
So, hey, if it seems like their nose too clean, then you know it's scripted anyway.
Will Smith, man, I knew there was something going on with that cat a long time. Long time. I knew something was going on with that cat.
They don't play with him too. he had to kiss that Edomite.
Oh yeah, 6 degrees of separation.
He
Yeah,
had to do that, and right after that,
he got his own show.
20 million a movie man.
Got his own show in the 90s, man. And Jake, bro, you a compromise, man. Don't you understand? And because they're compromised, what is they gonna do? When they're compromised and their money's on the line, what are they gonna do? They're gonna come up against this truth. They're gonna come up against us. They're gonna be the main ones leading the march. Oh, we gotta stop these niggas. Da, 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 da. Just like they did with Yahweh Shai.
Oh, they're gonna make a covenant. Make a covenant with the heathen.
Right, man.
Just to keep what they got.
It's like,
It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
Ain't that we just read that? We just read that in Isaiah 29. That's a proud statement and a proud mindset from a devil that knows he's getting ready to go down. That's why he's passing these laws, because he's trying to prolong his kingdom. Go to Isaiah 10:1 for me. Read down to 2. We'll stop at 2. Right? Because this devil, he knows that his time is ending. He knows his kingdom is on its way out. So he got to do everything. I always tell brothers, man, if you enter into the mindset knowing that your enemy, he sees that if he can't keep this kingdom, this is a fight for his survival. His survival depends on America, Babylon the Great. Really, he don't care about Babylon. He just wants the entire world, all right? But he doesn't understand that the entire world was Babylon the Great.
That's why this devil gets so mad when he see Jake with one of his women, Issachar.
Right.
It's cool for a Moabite, because they feel like that's the closest thing to them.
Right.
But hey, this devil know, hey, he doing anything to survive, man. And
right.
if you with his woman, that's just another chink in his armor, man.
Right.
So that's why this devil do like Emmett Till, he just the so-called whistle at the lady. That's why they took so much vengeance out. They took so much vengeance out on him, because they felt like he was,
that's 14, 15-year-old boy.
That's just another way to knock their kingdom down, man.
Right. And it's fine though. It's fine, because like I say, you brothers that are in this truth, man, y'all need to look at this devil and see what he's doing and understand that this is an act of war that he's doing. He's been doing, all right, on the entire earth. When you come into the mindset, understand that he's looking for survival. If he can't rule the entire earth, he knows he's going into slavery. He knows that. Do not let these devils fool you. He knows that if he don't rule this earth, he going into slavery. Nose first. Okay?
And if your back against the wall like that, all bets are off. Anybody that get in your way, hey, they gotta go.
Ain't no conventional warfare. Okay? Anything goes, man. That's why he clipping channels, he clipping videos. He gonna do whatever he gotta do to stay in power.
Next is gonna be on a physical level.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you gotta think like that. You gotta think like, who is this person coming into my life? Like the brothers always say this, we talk to women because we Jake, man, we like women, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't dumb neither. And why this bitch like me, you know what I'm saying? Why she checking on me like that? What's going on with this bitch? All right, what's your motive? What's your angle? You know what I'm saying?
It says, it's the book of Isaiah chapter 10, it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. And the so-called white man, he's decreeing that because the internet says or hurts his feelings, okay, because he don't like that the speech that's coming up against him is condemning him in his society, guess what? It needs to go. Go ahead.
It says, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Go ahead.
It says to turn aside the needy from judgment.
What is he doing that do? He's doing that privately, right? Like we read in Psalms, he's doing it privately. He's shooting in secret at the perfect, right? What?
And to take away the right from the poor of my people.
That's what he's doing. This is one of his wicked devices. He got many devices, okay? But if you don't have the spiritual eye salve and the spiritual ears to hear this message, guess what? You're gonna be caught in the sauce. You're gonna be fucked up out here, man. You're gonna get caught out here and not know what's going on. All of a sudden, you're gonna get up, you're gonna wake up at 4 in the morning, okay, taking your slippers off, okay, after you brush your teeth, hop in your little Toyota, your Toyota Prius, okay. You gonna drive into, and you ain't gonna see no cars on the street. You gonna see tanks and shit, cause you ain't paying attention, you ain't watching. You like, well, you know what? I gotta pay my bills. Dumbass, the dollar done crashed yesterday while you was sleeping, okay.
Man, I know just like you don't met people, and you just casual talk. Hey man, they about to do away with the dollar, man. Society about to go cash it. Man, it'll never happen in my lifetime. Hey, Jake is gone, man.
Meanwhile, the Mercedes-Benz is already cashless. Right now, it's cashless. The Mercedes-Benz is cashless right now.
Gotta have that. or cash your phone or whatever.
Esau just sent me a card, sent me my bank card. I'm used to the insert, you know what I mean?
You gotta tap.
They got the little tap down, like, oh man, oh hell no, bro. I ain't know if I wanted it.
I ain't got that yet. I know it's coming though, you know what I mean?
I had to get it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause the bank that I'm banking with, you hear me? They ain't gonna wanna hear that shit.
That's too close to your hand,
Right.
man. Tap it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what's coming though. You can, like you say, they gonna say, hey, you might leave your debit card at home. You might leave your phone at home. You can't pay. So, hey, what's next? It's gonna be inserted inside your body, man.
Who carries their medical records around? Nobody carries their medical records around. You got your DD-214. I don't got mine. I gotta go home and look it up. Well, shit. Well, guess what? Esau got a plan for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't got your DD-214 records. Guess what? You got it in your hand.
Like they gonna use medical terminology. You might get hurt. They gonna want to know your blood type.
Yeah.
All this stuff gonna be implanted within that chip, man.
Right.
Everything about you is gonna be in that chip.
Right.
It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey.
That's what you wicked harlots of Israel, man. All right, you are helping the enemy, okay, to subdue your own nation, man. That is on another level of treachery, man. That's why when the Lord brings out Micah 7:10, okay, then shall she be trodden down as a mire of the street. Guess what? Ain't nobody gonna shed a fucking tear for you, man.
More and more every day you see how bugged out Eve is.
Right.
I saw a video, this Eve say she had it set up to where she slept with a dude morning, noon, and she had all different dudes, morning, noon, and night. And I think she said the most she slept with in the day was like 4.
With a face card all out there.
She's proud of that.
All out there.
So man, every day you see how more and more how bugged out Eve is destroyed.
Yeah.
Ain't no coming back for you.
She gonna be the money. She gonna be the main one, like the elders say. She gonna be out there throwing rocks at the chariots, man. All right, we gonna try to keep. See, cause this is her last. This is her last go out too. All right, because when the so-called white man falls, she got to get back in fucking order. And even before, as the so-called white man falls, she getting her ass in order. Okay, you got some that are rebellious. Guess what, man? Judgment gonna take place on a high level out here. 2/3 is gonna be executed. That's it. We ain't gonna do. That's just how it is.
Only Eve is out here being proud enough to say she don't need a man. You don't see Edomite women out here doing that. No other nation do that, but Eve.
No.
So the setup is in, man.
No.
So hey,
and for some of us Jakes, like you can say, but for some of us Jakes that deal with women that got a little coin, you know what I mean? They got a little long, make 100K or more. You feel me? Or have a nice little inheritance from their family. They don't even be talking like that. They be like, oh no, I need a man. You know what I'm saying? They just don't be wanna, they don't want you to use them. That's all it is. Even though you use them. It's like you about to say, go ahead. That's it on that. What do I want you to do? Go back to the article. There's still some meat on that. So remember, the internet is being attacked because this idea of the truth, okay, not even the idea, this movement of the truth, all right, which Yahweh Shema Shah set out, He set up the internet. These things are being used as an attack method. He's trying to use his bills. When it's Isaiah 10:1, I warn to you that bring unrighteous decrees. He's using these decrees to try to confound the Israelites, man. All right, it's never worked though. Go ahead.
All right, back in the article, it says, Brody said, whenever the parameters of content moderation get tweaked, people need to consider whose speech gets silenced when the dial is turned, whose speech gets silenced because they are too fearful to speak out in the new environment that was created. It says Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act.
Hey, brothers, I did a lesson on this. Go look up the Communication Decency Act, man. Okay? That right there, they're telling you within the name of the bill, they're telling you that they're getting ready to try to censor anything that you say and do on the internet. And it's going to come to the point where there ain't going to be no internet. Okay? Us cussing out Eve, telling that she's a demon, a treacherous demon, that turned on her own nation. Okay, that would not be allowed. You already can't say nothing about the transmissions, okay? Because I might have said, the formers, and they might not. Y'all know how they go. Go ahead.
It says Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act has been a bedrock of the tech industry for more than 2 decades. The law grants a liability shield to internet platforms that protect them from being held responsible for their users' posts while allowing them to decide what stays up or comes down.
Woo. And guess what? You know what that means? That means that's going to allow them to accuse you, to make up things about you, and you have no rebuttal. There's no rebuttal for it.
And eventually, man, they're probably going to be like, eventually it's going to be like China, man. You can't do nothing over there. You can't go against nothing that they have set up, or they gonna lock you up, man. You can't go online and say, I hate China. You gonna be in jail.
They're gonna show up with them MPs at your door.
So
30 minutes later.
Eventually Babylon the Great is headed that way, man.
Yeah, right. Cameras everywhere. Cameras at every square foot. Okay.
You can't even go in the store in Babylon the Great right now without that facial recognition, recording their progress.
Yep.
Walmart, Lowe's, wherever you go. So hey, it's coming, man.
That's why we're gonna need how about Shema Shop. There ain't no way around this. Okay. Because they're gonna come out and they're gonna accuse us of all types of things, man. And who is gonna defend us, really? This world ain't gonna defend you.
And
go ahead.
It's a lot, bro. But that's gonna be a way that they can use that AI. He went in this store. You see him on video. He robbed the store. You see him, and they you at the store at that time? Yeah, you on camera. But they gonna
right.
They gonna play with it, man.
Right.
It's coming, man.
It's coming, y'all. It's here actually, but it's coming. It's gonna be, the squeeze is gonna be so tight. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to conform. And if you don't conform, guess what? Hey, your whole family gonna be the main one. Like, man, I love it. What you got about jail? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be the main ones.
All right, it says, but while industry leaders say it's what has allowed online platforms to flourish and innovate, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have increasingly pushed to diminish its protections for the multi-billion-dollar companies, with many Democrats wanting platforms to remove more hateful content and Republicans wanting to leave up more posts that align with their views.
That's called the two horns like a lamb. All right, you had the Democrats and the Republicans. One side said one thing, the other side said the other thing. But it's the two horns on the same goddamn animal. Okay? It's the same Roman Senate. It's the same Roman beast. All right? That Roman beast still is speaking as a dragon. They're both coming together as a draconian. This is a draconian law right here they speaking. Okay? They have no intent of freeing the people, man. Fuck that. They're looking for every chance they can. All right, go in the Obama bill, right? They're looking for every chance they can in page 1010, 1001, all right, where they can put a foreign device inside of you, okay? They're looking for every chance they can, every cent they can use, everything. They're going to use everything at their disposal, all right? And they're going to say, well, who can see us? Nobody can see that we're doing this. They don't see, nobody's inside, you know what I'm saying, this secret meeting with us. There was no phones allowed, okay? Everything's on the up and up because everybody in here trusts us. But the angels watching you, dumbass, right?
I was gonna say, once it comes to the point where they implement that mark, they don't even care at that point.
Oh no, it's over.
Because you're a slave at that point, no control.
Right. But before we get there, guess what? They're gonna accuse the men that are actually speaking in the gate. Go to Isaiah 29:20. He's gonna accuse us, all right? He's gonna use, and he's gonna make the people turn against us, right? He's gonna use his sword, all right, to coerce the people to say, guess what? These are the actual enemies. Never mind the fact that it's still undrinkable water, all right, in Flint, Michigan. And other places too, by the way. It ain't just Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I refuse anybody to tell me that me living in Atlanta, Georgia, okay, that they ain't fucked with this water out here. Where a high concentration of nickel. I refuse. You listen to Jake talk, man, you be like, man, this nigga been drinking lead all his life.
And they definitely making their rounds now. Every other week is every week it's another train derailment.
Yep.
Falling in. Why it's always convenient to fall in a river.
Yep.
So chemical warfare, man. All right, it's the book of Isaiah chapter 29, verse 20. It says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off."
That's right. You 2/3 Jakes, y'all watching for iniquity because you thinking that, the so-called white man's going to destroy us. All right, y'all going to be like, free Barabbas, like y'all did back in your house shot. Free Barabbas, kill your house shot. Y'all going to do the same thing to us, okay? Oh, that nigga, he ain't down for America. Kill that nigga, man. That nigga a traitor, okay?
It says, "That make a man an offer for a word."
An offender, go ahead.
Oh, Salak. "That makes a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate."
Who is reproving in the gate? The gate represents the leadership. Who's reproving the leadership of this world? The men of the Lord, obviously. Led by the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right? Obviously, those are the men that are reproving in the gate right now. And guess what? They're getting all types of opposition from everywhere. Any and everywhere we're getting opposition. Okay? Mainly from our people. Our people are the main ones that are coming up against us. Hold that in Matthew. Go to Matthew 24 and 8. They're going to be the main ones. They're accusing us. All right? And brothers, y'all got to prepare yourself. This is our grace period. But this ain't no joke, man. This is life and death for real. This is a life and death message. We're speaking on the internet right now because we don't know how much longer the internet's going to be. The Lord is going to shut down, and he's going to shut this internet down. And guess what? There's going to be a famine of the word. When the famine of the word kick, that's it. Okay, the elected seal, and all hell going to break loose.
All right, it's the book of Matthew chapter 24, starting at verse 8. It says, "All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Read.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted,
Ooh, go ahead.
and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake."
That's right. The Lord is, we are that sacrifice, just like Yahushua was the sacrifice for the elect and ultimately all of Israel, okay, eventually, right, in the kingdom. But he was a sacrifice for us, all right? We are a sacrifice for the rest of Israel, man, all right? Ultimately, man. Yeah, we got to come out and we got to make our bodies a living sacrifice, all right? So when this destruction comes, whatever the Lord may have, hey, if it comes to it, hey, you can't love your life unto death, man, all right? The devil's going to come and he going to come accusing. And he going to come with all type of accusation. He going to come with deep fake. He going to come with manipulated audio. Okay, he's going to come with everything, man. Okay, he's going to come with manipulated pictures, manipulate everything. You got to prepare yourself. You're going to be like, man, this ain't fair, but then you're going to be like, well, what did the Bible say? Count the cost. Did the cost say, did you count the part where everybody said, well, hey, look, I might be falsely accused? You need to understand, this is what's going to happen. Go ahead, bro. I think that's it. Go to Matthew 24, 20, Matthew 24, 8. I already read that. Revelation 12. Start at 10.
All right, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 12, start at verse 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our Lord, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
That's right. He does this out. He does it on his nightly news, his daily news. On the internet, he's accusing us. He's going up to camps. He's accusing us of being haters of Christ. He's accusing us of this and that. He's accusing us. And then he puts a commercial on the news station. Okay, for Joe's Crab Shack. Okay, he sets up the restaurant. He funds the restaurant. Have Jake going in there in the droves, man. Take his airheaded date. Okay, all right, because she been fucking begging him for the last month or so that she want to go to Joe's Crab Shack or the Juicy Crab, huh? And he go in there, and y'all he just eating all that abomination, okay? And then he goes to the Lord and say, look at some people, look at them. That you should let me destroy them. They're wicked. Okay? Well, he don't understand that 2/3 was already written to be cut off. Okay? The elect is gonna wake up by that mindset. Alright? And crabs was never my thing anyway.
It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony,
which is the spirit of prophecy. Read.
And they loved not their lives unto the death.
That's what it takes. If that's what it takes. That's the mindset you gotta have. If that's what it takes to please the Heavenly Father, hey, they love not their lives unto death. Well, what kind of life do you really have here? Honestly. What are you leaving for your sons and your daughters here? And their sons and their daughters? What are you really leaving? More debt? A fucking car payment? What are you leaving? You know? You ain't leaving them shit. Jack shit about what mom might have had. Okay? More debt than they was already in. Okay? And more hostility because you are gone and they're here. So who is the so-called white man gonna be hostile to now? You gotta be hostile to you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
That's right. So he's gonna use that squeeze, all right, and he's gonna use that sword, which is his tongue, which is a lot of different things, but he's gonna use his tongue to try to confound us in our message. He's gonna use the internet companies, okay, to shut down our message. He's gonna call us all types of wicked names, man. All right. Go back to Matthew 24.
All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 10. It says, and they shall be offended and shall betray one another.
And they shall be offended and betray one another, right? Read.
And shall hate one another.
Hey, that's what these people are gonna come with, man. They're gonna come with hate in their heart, in their eyes, in their ears. All right, everything that we're speaking out of the Bible, they're gonna have a content with. All right, they're gonna contend with, man. That's not what that means. That don't mean. Eve problem is Isaiah 4:1. That's the elephant in the room. That's not what that means. It's like this air down in Georgia is fucking shit, man.
It says, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
That's right. That's the time we're in right now. Read from 11 again.
It says, and then shall many be offended.
Which they're going to be offended. Brothers, understand this is going to happen. This is a part of them. This is a part of the truth. I made a video recently. Opposition to the truth is a part of the truth. Okay? You got to embrace that opposition that these people are going to come with, man. You got to embrace that shit. You just got to know this is a part of the truth. Somebody's going to speak against you. They're going to speak ill of you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another.
And they shall hate one another. Read.
And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many.
And in that time, 2/3 of the nation of Israel will declare who they are. It's going to be by their works. Their works is going to declare that they are a wicked 2/3. Somebody who is not in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. And what are they going to do? Go to Revelation 2:10. What are they going to do as a result of this, right? They're going to come with accusations, and then what? You going to jail. Or you going to some type of confinement or some kind of holding cell. All right? You going to Rice Street. Right? Go ahead.
All right, it's the book of Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear not of those things which thou, fear not of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
That's right. You got to come with the mindset knowing that this devil's going to come with everything he got to try to confine you, okay? Or he going to try to come and define you, right? He going to say the BHIs, okay? He going to give you all type of nicknames. Go ahead. Yeah. He going to give you all type of nicknames and things of that nature to try to keep you in this neat little box that he created for you, okay? And as the men of the Lord continue to grow in popularity and being noticed, right? Guess what? The devil's gonna try to define you and your message. He don't want to. See, that's another thing. He don't want to actually bring the CNN cameras down and ask the question, because we're gonna go right in the Bible and we're gonna answer every question. He can't handle that. And worst of all, he can't put that on national TV. That's called context. The devil can't deal with context. You know what I'm saying? Because he needs John 3:16 to stay John 3:16 to the Christian. Okay? He needs what's another popular scripture they use? Many of them.
They profess
the Jews and the Gentiles.
They profess the teachings of Paul, not understanding it.
Right.
That's their go-to. They don't understand.
And guess what he gonna do? He gonna use our people to be the main culprits to come up against us. Read that again in Revelation 2.
All right, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
That's a possibility. Hey, the Lord said, love not thy life unto death. Go ahead.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Hey, this is a possibility. This is a part of counting the cost. When you signed up for this war, guess what? This is a part of counting the cost of possibly going to prison or some confinement area. All right, could be Guantanamo Bay, because we are in the South. Who knows, right? Could be anywhere.
Could be closed down Walmarts.
Closed down Walmarts. Okay, it could be a black site, right? The CIA black site. Have you chained up somewhere off the grid for real? Okay, go ahead.
It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That is the point. That's the point. Be faithful unto the Heavenly Father. Be faithful unto His Son. Hey, man, these devils are going to do whatever they're going to do. Guess what? The spirit of power of Yahweh Shema Shah said He's going to raise up a standard against them. That's our faith. My faith is that the Lord is going to destroy these devils eventually. I don't care what these devils have to say about me. Okay? I'm going to go on about my business. Right? Hold that. We're going to get one of that scripture. Get Acts 5:24. Because they're going to use our people just like we brought out in Matthew 24, they're going to use our people to be the main culprits to come up against us. So brothers, sisters, you got to prepare for this. You can't lose your integrity, okay? I'm speaking to myself first and foremost before anybody, all right? And integrity is going to be needed to endure it to the end. Go ahead.
All right, it's the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, go, stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life.
That's right.
Starting at
14. Go down to 12.
All right, this book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 14. It says, and believers were the more added to the Lord, so like multitudes, both of men and women.
That's right. So the men of the Lord at that time, Paul and them, they were going out preaching the word. They were healing people with these scripts. They were healing people with these, with the spiritual powers the Heavenly Father blessed them with. Go ahead.
Says, insomuch that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing might overshadow some of them.
Woo! So they were just in their presence, like, okay, if I could just be in this man's presence, I could be healed of this ailment. That's what we're doing, Lord willing. Adawan Ratazah. We are in that stead as well right now, trying to heal our people. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, we're bringing the words of the Bible, okay, we're making it live, or actually the Bible lives on its own, but we're bringing it and presenting it in a way where people can see it. They can actually see it. Not some fairy tale created in the church or the pulpit by a nigga that eats pork chop at night, man. Go ahead.
Says, there came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one.
And they were healed every one. And one thing that we know about these preachers and pastors of these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we can't have that truth going on, because guess what? That's going to affect what? My money. Go ahead.
It says, then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, and were filled with indignation.
They were angry. They were angry because these people were being healed by the truth. They were being healed by the absolute truth. And we can't have that because it's affecting our bottom line. Same as now, right? Go ahead.
And laid their hands on the apostles and put them in the common prison.
Hey, this is what's going to happen. This is a part of that truth. Okay? Opposition to the truth is a part of the truth. So them coming up against us, mainly our people, they're going to do the same thing they did back then, they doing now. Get no, hey, don't, all that when they come by the camp, oh man, good job, brothers. Yeah, you love it. Good job, brothers. Y'all keep up y'all good. Hey, when that squeeze come, they're going to be that same Jake going to be like, that's his ass right there. You know? Go ahead.
Says, but the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors.
The Lord opened the prison doors, right? Just like he closed just like he closed up that door to the ark. Noah didn't close that door. The Lord closed that door. Okay, if it was up to Noah, I'm like the apostles always say, you can imagine them screams and cries on the outside of that door. You know, Noah probably was. Israel got a mind, a heart. Hearing them little children, I got a baby, Noah. Lord said, nah.
It says, and brought them forth and said, go stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life.
The Lord broke these men out of jail just so they can go defy the high priest again to their face. Okay? And we're doing the same work, okay, as those apostles were back then. We're out right now and we're pressing upon this society, if you want to call it that. Okay, we're pressing upon this so-called society as look, your time's getting ready to. Your time's almost up, guy. It's almost up. You've been doing way too much. You're under the wrong vibration. The women are wicked. The men are wicked. The children are wicked. Nothing's righteous. Everything's poisoned. And guess what? This message that we're speaking is going to have people of our community, all right, riled up against us. So much so that they're going to see us in a confinement area. Go ahead.
It says, and when they heard that, they entered into the temple early in the morning and taught.
Oh, go ahead.
But the high priest came, and they that were with him, and called the council together, and all the senate of the children of Israel, and sent to prison to have them brought.
So they were getting ready to call counsel on Peter and Paul, man. They were going to call counsel on them, okay, and say, hey, look, these guys were there. You know how Jake is. Jake, coming with that counsel, like, man, they're breaking the laws of Yahweh, okay? They're out here preaching this word of Yahweh. We told them not to preach this word of that name, okay? And now we're gonna bring them charges on them to see whether they're gonna live or not, right?
It said, but when the officers came and found them not in the prison, they returned and told.
That's right. So they came back and were like, man, I don't know. Hey, I was there. I mean, I locked them up. I put them in there. They were there last night. I don't know what happened. But
saying the prison truly found we shut all Salaki. It says, saying the prison truly found we shut with all safety, and the keepers standing without before the doors.
We had people guarding outside the doors, so I don't know how these doors open unless somebody working on the inside. Go ahead.
But when we had opened, we found no man within.
So they're now looking around like, what the hell? Who the hell broke them out? And then they all look. You know how Jake is. Jake looking at the guard like, they're looking to investigate you. Okay, you the last one to see him. Okay, go ahead.
Now when the high priest and the captain of the temple and the chief priest heard these things, they doubted of them whereunto this would grow.
That's right. Read.
Then came one and told them, saying, behold, the men whom ye put in prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people.
That's what we're doing right now. We're standing in the temple right now. This is a gigantic temple, okay? All right, well, a burnt sacrifice, which is you so-called Edomite, or you so-called white people, okay? You are a burnt sacrifice unto the Heavenly Father, okay? You're on this altar known as America to get burnt. 2/3 are on this altar, all right, to get burnt unto the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? And we're standing in the temple preaching unto the people, which are the elect. The elect are gonna wake up and say, you know what, man, let me come back into the ways of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Let me take off the ways of Babylon the Great. All right? And let me come back into what the Heavenly Father has set up for me, man. Go ahead.
It says, then with the captain with the officers, and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should have been stoned.
So they don't want no trouble. You know how Jake got that right hand. You better know, hey Jake. Hey Jake, you watch baseball, okay? Jake be out here throwing 100 miles per hour, man. Okay, all right. Imagine how strong that arm was back then with them stones. There's Sandy Alcantara out here, right? Pedro Martinez was in that crowd, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name?
That's right. So just like back then, they're going to come with the same spirit. They're going to say, we told them not to teach in them. We said Jesus was the way. They said, no, somebody named Yahweh Shah. We told them that ain't the name. We said Jesus is the name. Christ is the way. Okay? All right? And they're going to use some of us that know that we're Israelites to push that IUIC. But anyway, okay, they're going to use that name Christ, and it's a stumbling block. It's a heavy stumbling block. And our people, all right, 2/3 at least, they're not gonna enter into the kingdom, all right, because they're gonna trip over that stumbling block, and they're gonna fall to their demise here in Babylon the Great. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But the elect of the nation of Israel is that salvation for all of us. Even if we're not of the elect, we pray we are. All right, but that salvation for us and for all of Israel is that election led by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. All right. So I think we can wrap up on that right there. Yeah, you go.
All right, it says, and behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine and intend to bring this man's blood upon us.
So they're scared because they know that the Romans, all right, the Romans are gonna come and they're gonna be like, look, who's teaching in this doctrine? Why didn't y'all tell us? Why didn't y'all condemn these people? Okay, why didn't you tell us that this guy was teaching this type of stuff? Right? This is blasphemy within the way we run our society, right? So somebody's head's gonna roll, and they don't want it to be them. So that's why he said, well, you intended to bring that blood upon us. You gonna get us killed. Doesn't that sound familiar? Go ahead.
This point right here. It says, and then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey Yahweh Shem Yahushua rather than men.
Ooh, that is the point. To hell with what you and this Roman society says we should do. Hey, the Lord say, don't put no damn CHIP in me. I'm not putting no CHIP in me. Okay? The Lord say, don't put no jump shot in me. I ain't putting no jump shot in me. No, sir. You can feel how you want to feel about it, but guess what? Yahweh Shema Shah, I serve, not you. All right? You want to say? All right, so we're gonna wrap up on that, man. Hey, man, we pray that this was edifying. It was definitely a blessing to bring it to you. So with that, we want to give all praises going on to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Many blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.